Hello everybody, today we're going to be working on still dividing fractions, but we're going to first deal with decimals and then turning those into fractions. Now let's take a look at the first one here, which is A. It says, well, first it wants you to note how many tenths there are in one whole. Now, one way to show this would be to draw one way to show this would be to draw a place value chart so that you can see. So here's my place value chart. I have my ones, I got my tenths. Now, one whole would be written as one whole. And if you put it into the tenths, you would find that you have 10 tenths in one whole. Now, in 5 wholes, if you had 5 of them, you would have 50 tenths. So that means that in your problem here, let me erase this. In your problem here, 5 divided by 1/10 can also be written as 5 divided by 1/10 is the same as 50. 10 and 50. Okay, let's do the next one that is very similar to this one. Now here it wants to know how many tenths there are in one whole first. Well, we just found out that there are 10 tenths in one whole. Now, if you were going to do 8 holes, you would have 80 tenths. So really this problem is 8 divided by 1/10 equals 80. Okay. Let's continue here. Let's see what else. Right. Okay, and as we move down here, you see that it's going to get a little bit harder. So let's do this one here. Let's do it purple. Here we have 5 2/10 divided by 1/10. So notice how it skips this first step that we had here where you had to figure out how many tenths there were in one whole. So you already know there are 10 tenths in one whole. So you can just skip directly to this step of 5 wholes, which you would have 50 tenths in 5 wholes. Now it wants to know how many tenths there are in these 2 tenths. Well, that 2 is already in the tenths place value. So you have that many, 2 tenths. So that means that in total, there are 52 tenths. So you took the sum of those. Now, this 50 here represents the 5 ones, and this 2 here represents your 2 tenths, just in case you're wondering where those numbers are coming from. So when we write this, it'll be written as 5 2/10 divided by 1/10 is equal to 52. Alright, let's continue to D here. So again, you can skip that step right here because it's not asking for it. And you can go directly into how many tenths there are in 8 wholes. There will be 80. And then it wants to know in 7 tenths, that's going to be 7. And in total, you have 87 tenths. Again, this one comes from here, this one comes from here. And we rewrite it be 1/10 is equal to 87. Okay, let's move on to now the one down here that has hundreds. 5 divided by 100. 100th. So the first step that it wants you to do, so the first step that it wants you to do here is to note how many hundreds there are in one whole. So in one whole, remember that if we have our place value here, you got your ones, you got your tens, you got your hundreds. If we wrote one whole, it would be written as that. So when we see that, you can tell that in one whole, you have a total of 100 hundredths, okay? So similar to what we did in the previous one, we can just simply continue the pattern here. So that means that if there are 100 hundredths in one whole, you're going to have 500 hundredths in 5 wholes. Same thing with the following one. There are still 100 hundredths in one whole, and now you can just finish it by having 800 hundredths in your whole. I'm sorry, let me rewrite this as well. This would be 5 divided by 1 over 100, and the same as 500. And over here you have 8 divided by 100, same as 800. Okay? Okay, so let's do one of these word problems here. Let's do 3. It says, Young bought $4.60 worth of bubble gum. Each piece of gum cost 10 cents. How many pieces of bubble gum did Young buy? So what you have going on in this problem is the following. You have a total of $4.60 that was spent on a certain amount of gum. We don't know how much, but we do know how much each piece cost, and each piece costs 10 cents. So what you're going to need to do is divide by how much each piece of gum cost, which was 10 cents, and then figure out how much or how many pieces you had in total. So if I rewrite this as what we just were working on, which is 4 and 6 tenths divided by tenths, or you can just rewrite it as 1/10. It looks very similar to the problems we had up here. So let's just solve it. If I solve it the way they were doing it, I know that there are, it's going to be 40 tenths from that 4, which is equal to 4 wholes. And then I'm going to have 6 tenths, which is equal to 6 tenths. So in total here are 46 that we got. And if I rewrite it as 4 and 6 divided by 1/10, you get 46. So in total, this person bought 46 pieces of gum. All Alright, I hope this video helps, and if you still need help, feel free to reach out to me. Have a great day, guys.